English Habit. Listening to the podcast. Before we begin, I think we should talk honestly about something most people do not admit. Many of us struggle to reach our goals, not because the goals are too big, but because the systems we build are too weak. We often focus on motivation, but motivation fades fast. When you only rely on motivation, everything becomes difficult. Have you ever felt that at the beginning of a new goal, you feel excited, but after 2 weeks, the excitement disappears?
Absolutely. I think everyone has that experience. When people set goals like learning English, going to the gym, or studying more, they think the excitement will carry them for months. But excitement is like a spark. It shines brightly for a moment and then disappears. That is why so many people fail. They depend on emotion, not structure. The truth is that building a system is far more important than having a strong emotion.
Exactly. A system is reliable. A system is repeatable. A system does not care if you feel tired today or busy tomorrow. When you build a strong system, even on a low energy day, you still make progress. This is the main reason successful people seem more disciplined. They just built systems that make good actions easier and bad actions harder.
Another big point is the power of small habits. People want big results, but they don't want small actions. But small actions are what create big results. If you read just 1 page a day, that is 365 pages a year. If you practice English 10 minutes a day, that is over 60 hours of practice in 1 year. Small steps compound over time.
I agree. The problem is that small habits seem too simple, so people underestimate them. They think 10 minutes isn't enough, so they skip it. But 10 minutes every day is far better than 1 hour once a week. When consistency grows, confidence grows. And when confidence grows, skill grows. Small habits build big confidence.
Small habits also remove pressure. When the action feels easy, you're more likely to repeat it. That's why I tell people, make your habit so easy you can do it even on your worst day. If the habit is too difficult, you will only do it when you feel perfect, and that is rare.
One of the strongest ideas I learned is that goals are about what you want, but identity is about who you believe you are. When your identity supports your habits, everything feels natural. For example, if you believe you are a person who learns quickly, you behave differently. If you believe you are someone who never finishes anything, you behave differently.
Identity shapes habits, and habits shape identity. It's a loop. If someone says every day, I'm not good at English, they create a mental identity that blocks progress. But if they say, I'm a person who improves a little every day, they open the door to growth. Identity is like the soil. Habits are the seeds. Without good soil, good seeds can't grow.
That's a perfect metaphor. An identity doesn't need to be grand. You don't need to say, I'm a fluent English speaker. That may not be true yet, but you can say, I'm the type of person who practices English daily. That identity is strong, realistic, and supportive of progress.
We also need to talk about environment. People think willpower is everything, but willpower is weak. Environment is strong. If your room is full of distractions, your mind will be full of distractions. If your phone is near you, you will check it. If your friends have unhealthy habits, those habits influence you.
Exactly. If someone wants to eat healthier, the first step is not motivation. It's removing junk food from the house. If someone wants to read more, they should put a book on their pillow every night. If someone wants to study English, they should make English visible. Notes on the wall, an English YouTube channel on the homepage, or an English book on the desk.
Environment is the invisible hand that shapes behavior. You don't fight your environment, you adapt to it.
The smartest thing you can do is design your environment so the right choice becomes the easy choice.
So maybe we should explain how to build a system. A good system has three parts: cue, action, reward. The cue reminds you, the action is the habit, the reward makes you feel good. Without these three, the habit won't stick.
Yes. For example, if you want to study English, cue, put your English notebook on your table. Action, study for 10 minutes. Reward, check a box on your calendar or say, "Good job, I did it." People underestimate how important the reward is. The brain loves rewards. When the brain enjoys something, it repeats it.
Another thing is to make the habit part of a routine you already do. For example, after brushing your teeth, you review vocabulary for 5 minutes, or after lunch, you listen to an English podcast. When you attach a new habit to a stable routine, the new habit becomes stable too. People often quit because they think failure means they are weak, but failure is normal. Setbacks are normal. Life is messy. Some days you feel tired, sad, busy, or distracted. Those days are not the enemy. The real enemy is giving up.
Exactly. On low energy days, reduce the habit but never eliminate it. If you usually study for 20 minutes, study for 2 minutes. If you usually walk 5 kilometers, walk for 5 minutes. Doing a small version of the habit keeps the identity alive. It tells your brain, I am still this kind of person.
This is why many habits are powerful. Many habits protect you from quitting. When you cannot do the big version, you do the small version. This creates psychological safety and long-term success.
Tracking habits is another strong technique. When you can see your progress, you feel more motivated. If you keep a simple calendar and mark each day you practice, you build momentum. The visual chain becomes a symbol of discipline.
Humans love visible progress. When you track your habit, each check mark feels like a small victory, and victory creates energy. Even if the habit is small, the progress feels meaningful. And when something feels meaningful, we repeat it.
Tracking also teaches honesty. It helps you see patterns, when you skip, why you skip, and what distracts you. Awareness is the first step to improvement.
One of the biggest lessons is that self-improvement is not short-term. Real change happens slowly. If someone tells you they want to speak English fluently in 30 days, you know they will fail. But if they say they want to improve daily for 1 year, they will succeed.
Long-term thinking is the strongest superpower. Most people quit because they expect instant results. When they don't see progress in 1 week, they think something is wrong. But good things grow slowly, like trees, like muscles, like skills, like confidence.
Exactly. Success is a long conversation with yourself, not a short argument. The goal is to stay in the game long enough to win. If you quit early, you lose the chance to grow.
So in the end, everything comes back to habits. Your habits shape your days shape your years, and your years shape your life. If you want a better life, start by improving one habit at a time. Even a small change can create a big transformation.
Exactly. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for a mood. Start small. Stay consistent. Build identity. Shape your environment. Track your progress. And never stop improving. Your future self will thank you for every small action you take today.
And remember, progress is progress, no matter how small. If you move forward every day, even just one step, you will eventually arrive at the life you want. The journey is long, but every step matters, and you are capable of much more than you think.